What's up, friends? On today's video, it's a good old-fashioned pick your ride. Got a lot of new cars to look at from Hot Wheels. They're going to be hitting the track. Hopefully we'll find some speed. Here's a quick look at all the cars that are going to be in this one. We're going to take a closer look at each one of these. I'll give you a weight on all of them. That way you can make an educated guess on which one you think is going to be the overall winner. Make sure you put your pick down in the comment section below. What's up, friends? Brendan here. Hope you guys are all having a pretty good New Year so far. I've got quite a few cars that I have been collecting over the last few months. We're finally going to get to putting some of these new castings on the track. A few of the cars in some of these mixes may not make it in, and I'll get into that later, but the first one we're going to take a look at is the Toyota 2000 GT from the Vintage Racing Club series from 2024. The 2000 GT has always been a nice looking casting. This one in the quasi-premium range, and this is the silver logo version. You've got the rear tampos, you've got these up front with the closed headlights. So you're not going to get any tampos in the front, but the rest of the car looks pretty good. Gloss red. Metal body with plastic base, does have the Fuchs style wheels. Track width is the same front to rear. Wheel diameter, same front to rear. If you think this one's gonna take it, comment Toyota 2000 GT in the comments down below. Next car up, the 95 Toyota Celica GT4. This one from the 90s street scene, also from 2024. 47 grams on this guy. Not a whole lot of extreme tempo work. You do have rear, front, overall pretty good looking car. This is the newer 5-spoke wheel that we've got on this guy. Metal body, metal base, hence the weight. Wheel track looks good. Wheels are the same all the way around. If you think this one's gonna take it, comment Toyota Celica GT4 down below. Next up, 60s Fiat 500D Modificato from the 2024 Peanuts series. 38.6 grams on this guy. It is metal on metal, but it's such a small casting. That's why it's a little bit on the light hand side. Tampos in the front, tampos in the rear with the Peanuts junk going down the side. Relatively wide, does have the small diameter wheels, but the track width is the same front to rear. If you think this one is gonna take it, it's the Fiat 500D down in the comments below. Same Peanuts mix, it's the Volkswagen Beetle. 37.7 grams on this guy. It does have the new Fuchs style wheels. Larger diameter, definitely larger in the rear. Looks like the front track width might be a little bit narrower than the rear, which is kind of a bummer. But I did roll it down, just kind of manually down the track, and nothing rubs on the track side, so that's good. But it does have a big chunk of metal in the rear, which is typically where you want it in the drag racing circuit, at least. So if you think this one is gonna take it, comment Volkswagen Beetle down below. Next up from the Fast and Furious line is the Nissan 350Z Custom. 52.8 grams on this one. Got a nice metallic silver colorway with some black tampos. I don't know why they didn't catch the rear taillights on that one. They got the front at least, but okay. Does have the new 5 spokes, metal on metal, obviously, due to the weight. Track width is the same front to rear. Wheels are all the same diameter front to rear. If you think this one's gonna take it, comment Nissan 350Z down below. Next up, the 65 Ford Mustang 2+2 Fastback from the 60 Years Mustang series. 54.2 grams on this guy, and this is the metal chase version. It does have a slightly different style of paint than the plastic-based car. This is more of a kind of a Spectre Flamish, and the other one is kind of just a metallic blue. You do have tampos in the rear. Headlights are definitely tampoed in the front, as well as the marker lights. It's got the new PR5 wheels. Of course, this one track with the same front to rear, wheels, same diameter front to rear, metal base. If you think this one's gonna take it, comment 65 Ford Mustang down below. From the same 60-year anniversary Mustang set, we've got the 84 Ford Mustang SVO. 41.9 grams on the SVO, typically a little bit heavier of a casting as far as cars go. Pretty clean tempo work. You got nice details on the front in the rear on this car. Does have the new PR5 style wheels, metal body with a plastic base, and track width is the same front and rear. Looks like the back tires are a little bit chunkier, which is not gonna help out on the drag strip. If you think this one's gonna take it, comment SVO Mustang down below. Yet another Mustang from the 60th anniversary. This one is the 18 Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5. 52.9 grams on this car, coming in a nice silver colorway with some subtle yellow tampos going down the side. You do have full tampo work in the front as well as the rear. I can't read that. Maybe you could read that. RTR. Anyway, does have the new PR5 wheels. Overall, pretty nice looking car, and metal on metal, hence the weight. Track width, same front to rear. Diameter, same front to rear. If you think this one's gonna take it, 18 Ford Mustang RTR in the comment section down below. Next up, we got a few out of the Zamac truck box that we're gonna be whipping out. I'm pretty sure that the Love is going to be omitted from this race. He has inset wheels, plastic base as well. I just don't think he's gonna get it down the track. I believe also the hard body is gonna be counted out on this one for the same reasons. Well, let's get into it. Yep, Chevy Love only weighing 32 grams. We'll take a look at him anyway. Pretty good looking car. Pretty cool looking casting, just not really designed for the quarter-mile drag strip. Body rubs pretty profusely. Yeah, this guy's gonna sit on the sidelines and watch the rest of them have some fun. Nissan hard body definitely has some seriously inset wheels. That means it's gonna rub on the sides of the body going down the track. It also comes with these, I call them trap twos. You race these on the track, those little divots they've got designed in the side definitely hit the side of the track, kind of slow it down a little bit. I might just give her a run before the race just to find out what kind of times it's getting. It does have pretty good details all the way around. Glad to have it in my collection. Just not gonna be active in the quarter-mile action. 48 grams on the nose for the Datsun Sunny. This guy is gonna be included into the race, so he will be one that you can choose if you think it's gonna win. Pretty cool looking decos all the way around on this truck. Front details, rear details, relatively small wheels, which might be a little bit of a hindrance on the track. It does have the newer style 5-spoke wheels, metal on metal. If you think this guy's gonna take it, 75 Datsun Sunny in the comment section down below. 33.5 grams from the Volkswagen Caddy. Unfortunately, this guy, plastic base, we'll throw him in the mix, why not? Does have pretty good details, does have the Tampo skateboard in the back bed, which is a pretty nice little touch. Overall, this set is not a bad set as far as details go. Does have the 5-spoke wheels. Track width is the same front to rear. We'll throw him in the mix. Maybe he'll have something for the 31 to 40 gram weight class. But yeah, if you think this one's gonna get it, type Volkswagen Caddy down below. 46.1 grams out of the 67 Austin Mini pickup, and it gets that weight by being metal on metal. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. The tampos look good, pretty tasteful. All the way around looks pretty nice. Looks fairly wide down below. Same track width front to rear. It's got the smaller style wheels. That's the new 5 spokes that it's got on it. If you think this one's gonna take it, 67 Austin Mini pickup in the comment section down below. Last truck out of this box, weighing 69 grams on the nose, is the 83 Chevy Silverado. And these have inset wheels. There is potential for track rubbage going down the sides, but man, what a cool looking casting we got here. Love the Tampo work, details all the way around. Does have the new PR5 style wheels and of course, metal on metal. If you think this one's gonna take it, type 83 Chevy Silverado in the comments down below. Working our way through it, we've got the 99 Honda Civic Type R EK9 from the Hot Wheels Speed Graphics set from 2024. 34.2 grams on this little Honda. I thought it was too good to leave it sitting on the sidelines. It's got the nice decos Front and rear, Falcon livery, looking pretty sweet. Newer 5-spoke wheels, unfortunately. Plastic base, metal body. Track width is the same. Wheel diameter is the same front to rear. If you think this one's gonna take it, comment Honda EK9 down below. This one I just picked up off the pegs a few days ago. Let's see, beat case, it's the Crescendo. 33.4 grams on the Crescendo, and I know what you're saying, but just hang with me. This car right here is not my favorite casting either, but it does have some attributes that make this a very good track car. At least on the drag strip, it works fairly well. Unfortunately, it does have a plastic body, but it does have a metal base, so you get some low center of gravity with the weight. The wheels are the Ryu 6-spokes, and same track width front to rear, same diameter, relatively larger diameter wheel on both front and rear, and a very long wheelbase. All these things help to make this car go a little bit faster for you. Hopefully it can get into 31 to 40 gram weight ranks. If you think this one's gonna beat these metal body, metal chassis cars out, type in Crescendo in the comments down below. Another new C-Case car, the Mercedes-Benz 500e, this one in the dark green colorway. 37.7 grams on this guy, and these can be sneaky, freaky fast. I think Dale at DXP found a really fast black one back when they had black when it came out. Nice tampos in the front and rear, no BS going down the sides. Really nice looking metallic green paint on this one too. I will say that is pretty well done. It's got the 5 spokes all the way around, metal body, plastic base. Track width is the same front to rear, diameter same front to rear. If you think this one is gonna take it, comment Mercedes-Benz 500e down below. Got the Ford Mustang GT from the Transformers. We know this one was pretty hard to find. It has some deco problems out of the gate, but they have been releasing more, and you'll see these in Walmart if you get a regular stocking of this set. Mustang weighs in at 35.3 grams. Got the black and white colorway, of course. Yeah, I think it has something, to enslave or something like that on the back that kind of pissed some people off, whatever. They've fixed that, and they got some more of these out in the stores. So if you haven't found one of these, you likely will have a better chance at it at least. So not too bad looking. I don't know, those taillights look a little bit funny on this car. No tampos on the front. This is the new Fuchs style wheel. It does have a larger diameter in the back than it does in the front, but the wheel track is the same front to rear, metal body with a plastic base. If you think this one's gonna take the win, comment Transformers Mustang down below. The next 6 we're gonna take a look at all come from the streets of Japan, 6-car set. I am happy to report that all 6 of the cars in this set are metal on metal. There are a few caveats to discuss, however. This one is the Custom Acura Integra Sedan GSR. A nice gloss black, yellow tampos. Got some sponsor logos going down the side in the open logo set. This is the newer style 5-spoke wheel with the smaller diameter, unfortunately. Metal on metal, like I mentioned before. Track width is the same front to rear. If you think this one's gonna take it, Custom Acura Integra in the comments down below. 47.4 grams on the Toyota GR Supra. This one coming in a gloss yellow with some fairly understated black tampos. You got details in the rear and the front, and unfortunately this one comes with the Trap 2 wheels. I know there's a different name, but that's kind of what I've started calling them because they don't do so well on the track. We'll find out though. It could prove me wrong, I don't know. Again, metal on metal, track width front and rear is the same. Wheel size front to rear. If you think this one's gonna take the overall win, type Toyota Supra GR in the comments down below. 54 grams on the nose for the Mazda RX-7 FC Pandem. This is a pretty cool looking car. Good details all the way around. No silly, funny business going down the side. but does have the smaller diameter wheels, front and rear. And if you can see right here, the track width in the rear is a little bit wider than the front. Typically not the best bet for racing on the yellow track or the orange track because the cars tend to nose in as it goes down the track. And when it noses, it scrubs speed. Maybe this one can get past that. I don't know, we'll just have to wait and see. Of course, metal body, metal base, as with all of these guys. If you think this one's gonna take it, Mazda RX-7 FC in the comment section down below. The 2023 Nissan G weighs in at 46.7 grams in a nice metallic blue colorway. Unfortunately, the roof is made up of the same plastic as the windows, which would definitely cut down on the weight just a little bit, but it's got some pretty good details. Front and rear does have the new PR5 style wheels. Wheel track is good front to rear, and the diameter of the wheels is the same front to rear. If you think this one's gonna take it, 2023 Nissan Z in the comments down below. 52.5 grams out of the Mitsubishi 3000 GT, what else? VR4, yes. All white, does have some black tampos going down the front and the sides. Got your Mitsubishi badge in the front, plus you've got some tampos down lower with the fog lights and the marker lenses, so that's pretty nice. Pretty good job on the details front and rear on this one, and I like the car, like the look of this car. Newer PR5s in white, and of course metal on metal, that's why it weighs so much. Square wheel track front to rear. Wheel size is the same front to rear. If you think this one's gonna take the overall win, Mitsubishi 3000 GT down below. 52.9 grams on the Pandem Subaru BRZ, so just a half a gram or so more than the Mitsubishi. Nice metallic pink colorway. Of course, you've got the Pandem going down the sides. Good details, front and rear. Plastic wing in the back. More goodies in the front. Metal on metal, of course. This one with the new 5-spoke wheels. Track width is the same front and rear. Same diameter front and rear. If you think this one's gonna take it, type Pandem Subaru down below. Moving right along, we've got the custom Volkswagen Beetle from the new Transformers set. This little Bumblebee casting weighing in at 34.5 grams, a little bit on the light side just because he's a pretty small casting. It is the only one in the new Transformers mix that is both metal on top and bottom. Has kind of a distressed paint job with the Autobots logo on the side. Overall, I kind of like the look of this one. Does have the new Fuchs style wheel. Again, metal on metal, the only real drawback here. Track width on the front, wider than the rear. Might cause the car to do this wiggly thing going down the track. But you never know unless you try it. Figured I'd throw him in the mix just because he was full metal. If you think this guy's gonna take it, type Bumblebee down in the comment section below. Nissan Skyline GTR BCNR33 from the Fast and Furious set. 55.9 grams on this one in a metallic yellow colorway. Of course, it's got the Fast and Furious stuff going down the sides. Nice details in the rear. And in the front, new PR5 wheels and metal on metal. Track width, same front to rear. Diameters, the same front to rear. If you think this one's gonna take it, type Nissan Skyline down below. Another car I recently found on the pegs. This is the B-Case Ford Mustang GTD. 37.3 grams on this car, coming in a silver colorway. This one is a wide casting. Track is the same front to rear. Diameters is the same front to rear. Does have the Y5s in gold. You've got some tampo work in the rear and in the front, which is pretty nice. This little, these hood vents right here made up the same material as the window glass. Overall, not a bad looking car. I think the rear spoiler on this thing looks a little, it's a little much, but hey, whatever. If you think this guy has a chance of taking it, comment Ford Mustang GTD down below. Another one out of the vintage racing set. This is the 69 Ford Mustang Boss 302. 58.8 grams on this guy. Kind of a retro throwback on the tampos. Just kind of a weird looking 12 in the middle of the door. You think they'd have like a roundel or something in there for that guy. And the font, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, good tampos for the taillights and taillight section. Good tampos in the front. Overall, pretty good looking car. I do collect this casting metal wing in the rear. Has the new PR5 style wheels, metal on metal. I have not seen this one on the pegs. I had to order this guy in order to get it. So let me know if you found these out in the wild. They've been pretty hard to find. But if you think this one's gonna take it, comment Boss 302 in the comment section down below. Another car out of the Fast and Furious set, the 1966 Chevy Impala. 51.7 grams on this car, coming in kind of a lavender colorway, gloss paint. Yeah, it's got some tampos down at the marker lights. Looks like the headlights have got some kind of a tampo on it as well. Do have tampos in the rear. Overall, not a bad looking car. A little bit narrow, metal on metal at least. Wheel track fairly narrow, but it is square. And rear tires on this guy, these are the Feek style wheels, but the rear tires on these are larger in the rear than they are on the front, but does not rub the body sides on the track sides, so that's a plus. If you think this one's gonna take it, Fast and Furious Impala down below. W Motors Lykan Hypersport, Fast and Furious. 56.2 grams, nice metallic red color, tampos on the front. Some tampo work going down the side for some body brakes, and in the top that looks, I don't know, whatever. It does have some tampos in the rear as well. Overall, not a bad looking car. It's not my favorite supercar, hypercar, whatever you want to call it. The rear of the body kind of hangs over the wheels a little bit. It looks a little bit odd when you first see it, and it looks like the rear end is wider than the front, but it's not. It's got the same track width front to rear, same diameter, those PR5 wheels, the new PR5 wheels, front and rear. And I've made a few mods of this car, and they seem to run pretty good in mod form. Let's see how this one runs with the metal on metal construction. If you think it's gonna take it, W Motors Lykan Hypersport in the comments down below. Another new Mainline that shows some promise. It's the Gordon Murray Automotive T50S. This one from last year, P-Case. So this one's been around. You've probably seen this one before. I wanted to throw this one in the mix, see if it's got anything to do some damage to my 31 to 40 gram weight class. 37.5 grams, not breaking any kind of weight records, but it does have a lot of its weight back here in the back section of the body, which is a good thing when you're drag racing. OH5 wheels, front and rear. Overall, not too horribly done. You got some pretty good texturing in the plastic molds for the windshield. It gives you a nice break from the windshield to the top, and also between it and the orange. So I appreciate what they're doing there. It does have inset headlights as well, same plastic as the windshields. It's an interesting car. I don't know what's going on back here. Do these guys have active aero on this in real life? I'm guessing so. I'm sure that's probably some kind of a fan duct or whatever. Anyway, I'm going on. Metal body, plastic chassis, square wheel track. Rears are slightly bigger than the front. If you think this one's gonna take it, type Gordon Murray down below. Our first Lucy is the 2017 Camaro ZL1. I saw this car do extremely well on DXP Diecast Racing's channel. This one out of the new Drift 5-pack. I cracked open the Drift 5-pack, and indeed, this is the only car out of that pack that had wheels that rolled smooth. The rest of them were kind of jank. But anyway, Metallic blue colorway's got the tampos on the side. These are the 5-spoke wheels, and surprising to me is the fact that he found the speed out of that wider rear tire. It's got the same track width, just wider rear tires, which typically don't always do well. They're a larger diameter back to front as well. Metal body, plastic base. We'll see if this one is as good as Dale's. The other Lucy we've got tonight is the Datsun Bluebird 510. This one out of the new Ultra Hot series. So you've got all the Ultra Hot stuff going down the sides. At least you've got tampos front and rear. It does have the Ultra Hot style wheels, which I have not had a lot of luck with. This one seems to roll pretty smooth. The reason I'm including it in this mix is metal on metal construction. 52.9 grams on this one. I don't think I said the weight earlier, but yeah. If you think this one's gonna take it, Datsun 510 in the comments down below. Another one out of the 90s street scene. This is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 4. 33.7 grams, which means plastic. Oh well. Does have the Fuchs style wheels. I'm not sure what the technical name is for that. That's just kind of what I call them. That's what they look like. Good details in the front. Fairly minimal on the side. Got the black stripe and some sponsor logos. Pretty decent tampos in the rear. An ugly yellow plastic spoiler. It just, anyway. Overall, pretty nice looking car. If you go like that. Square wheel track, wheels the same diameter front and rear. If you think this one's gonna take it, comment Mitsubishi Lancer 4. Comments down below. Another car out of the 60-year anniversary Mustang set. It's the 69 Ford Mustang Boss 302. 36.1 grams on this guy. Another car, plastic base. Figured I'd throw it in the mix. Need to see if we can't get some faster cars on track in the lower weight ranks. Nice tampos all the way around. Not a big fan of those wheels on this car though. They just look a little bit, I don't know. Those are the new 5-spoke wheels in chrome. And we do have some nice tampos in the front too. I'm glad that they're doing the tampos. I would imagine that headlight back there is probably a hard one to get, but I digress. Metal on plastic. Does have the same diameter front and rear wheels, same wheel track front to rear. If you think this one's gonna take it, it's the 60th anniversary red Boss 302 down below. And the last one from the 60th anniversary Mustang set 71 Ford Mustang Mach 1. 39.3 grams, coming in a mint chocolate chip colorway. Kind of a pale green gloss with black decos going down the side. Nice details in the rear. And the front does have the new Fuchs style wheels, larger diameter in the rear than in the front. Of course, plastic base, hence the less than 40 gram weight, but does have the same track width front to rear. These have been fast in some of the other mixes that we've seen. Maybe this one can get in, who knows? If you think he's gonna take it, 71 Mustang down below. All right, we've definitely got more than 32 cars on the deck right now, but I did want to include this Nightburners 5-pack into the mix. Some pretty cool cars in here. In fact, all these cars in this pack are pretty good. 35.9 grams on the 87 Ford Sierra cars. 36 grams on the nose for the 87 Ford Sierra Cosworth. Pretty cool looking colorway on this guy. Of course, you're not going to get anything front and rear, just all on the sides, and the top does have the Aero disc style wheels in white. Metal body with a plastic base. Same diameter front and rear, same track width front and rear. If you think this one's going to take it, 87 Cosworth. In the comments down below. 36.8 grams on this Nissan Maxima drift car. David over at Elevation Diecast Racing found a freaky fast one of these guys out of that new 5-pack. And, you know, we all test a lot of the same cars because, you know, all these are available right now. We all want to see the new speed and stuff like that. So one thing I've always said is that I hope to find speed out of it, but your mileage will likely vary. The quality on these cars, it varies. It is what it is. So if this is fast, great. If it's not, it's all right. Nice silver colorway, does have some, I'm not sure what that says on the side. Anybody in here speak Japanese or read Japanese, you can tell me down in the comments below. Does have the J5 wheels with the gold embellishment going around the outside of it. Metal body with the plastic base. If you think this one's going to take the overall win, Nissan Maxima Drift car, in the comments down below. Lightest car on the table so far, 27.6 grams on this 20 Toyota GR Supra. A nice looking red, I will give them that much. And we do get some tampos in the front, nothing in the rear, of course, but we do have a little bit of stuff going down the side. I do like the tan interior with the red colorway. That looks pretty sweet. Rolling on PR5 wheels, metal body, plastic base, same diameter wheels, same track width front to rear. If you think this one's going to take it, 20 Toyota Supra GR, in the comment section down below. 33.1 grams on the Di Macchini Veloce. This car has come in some colorways before I really didn't care for, but I'm digging this one. This is a nice car to be coming out of a 5-pack, even if it is a fantasy car. Got the chrome. I know the chrome is going into the interior and whatnot, but it does show up in the hood, it looks pretty cool in my opinion. Got the Italian colors going down the top of the fenders. Nice gloss black colorway. Got gold in there. You've got all this other detailing on the sides. I like what they did with this car. I really do. It's supposed to be kind of a rally-ish inspired car or whatever. Does have the lace wheels in kind of a copperish color. Metal on plastic, hence the lighter weight. But if you think this is going to take the overall win, type in Di Macchini Veloce. Good luck spelling that in the comments down below. And the last car we're looking at is the Subaru WRX STI. What does he weigh? He's pretty light, 31.9 grams. It's a metallic pink. It's got some black and gray tampos on it. It's not a bad looking car for a 5-pack. You got some details in the front. Not my favorite casting in the whole wide world, but that's okay. Y5 wheels in black, metal body with a plastic base, hence the lightweight. If you think this guy's gonna take it, the Subaru WRX in the comment section down below. But wait, there's a few more. As you can see, I've got the deck cleared off with the exception of these two cars right here. David from Elevation Diecast Racing sent along this guy, another car that I have a difficult time finding in my area, along with my fantastic race entries. So this one is going to be thrown into the mix. It is the 69 Copo Corvette. 46.9 grams on this Copo Corvette, coming in a nice blue colorway. Of course, it does have all the Ultra Hots tampos that we have grown used to. It does have some headlight tampos on it, as well as taillight tampos. Metal on metal construction. Ultra Hots wheels, does have the larger diameter wheels in the rear than the front. I think this is a square wheel track. Just has the wider rear tires to kind of give it the look like it might be wider in the rear, but it's not. But we'll see if these wider rear tires are going to hinder it on the quarter-mile drag strip. But if you think this one's going to take it, type Copo Corvette in the comments below. And the last car we're going to throw in, I found just last night. As a matter of fact, they just restocked the neon speeders at my local Walmart. The Porsche 993 GT2, found it. Had a hard time finding it before. Neon speeders, not known to have speed, but let's take a look at this guy. Porsche weighing in at 53.1 grams, coming in a nice gloss black colorway. We've got the we've got the neon speeders tampos going down the side. I can forgive it a little bit. Orange tampo work. You do have the integral headlights, tan interior, and nice detail on the rear. The Neon Speeders wheels, they really haven't translated to speed. I don't know why that is, if it's quality or if the outside rib rubs on the track, but this is a metal on metal car, so I'm happy to see that. Unfortunately, the wheel track in the rear is a little bit wider than the front, so it's probably going to end up nosing down the track just a little bit. We'll see if it has any speed, and if you think this one's going to take it, comment Porsche 993 down below. All right, guys, there you go. We have a bunch of die casts sitting on the table. A lot of different cars to choose from. I hope I made this pick your ride a difficult one, because there's potentially a lot of fast cars in the mix. Give me about a week, maybe a week and a half. It's going to take a lot of time getting all these wheels worked, getting them up to speed, getting them exercised a little bit and ready for race day. Remember, leave a comment down below. And if you've been here this long, I appreciate you sticking around and hanging out with me for a little while. And until next time, y'all stay healthy. Have fun racing.